Oh, I'm nervous. Where's the thing? Oh.
Dude, there ain't no flipping way. There's no way.
All right, guys, leave your guesses down below what you think this thing is going to weigh. All said and done, I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'll put it that way. Man, this thing's coming together. It's looking so good.
I like seeing pieces finally going on the car that are staying on the car.
These are
now.
final. They're going on the car final.
For first iteration, yeah. But even wiring harness, man. We're even starting to run the wiring. This is cool.
Fuel cell solid mounted, radiator solid mounted, transcooler solid mounted. Turbo's got to come back off.
Frustrated Holly doesn't put a fan circuit in their harness.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That they don't at least put a trigger wire in.
At least they give us fuel pressure.
Yeah.
So what do we got to do? We got to convert this harness from a 24X to a 58. So we got to swap a couple wires on the crank sensor.
And extend the cam.
And then we got to extend the cam from the back
harness
all the way up to the front here.
And then we need power and ground out of the relay. Well, ground could just be ground, but we need trigger out of the relay. No, I'm sorry. Trigger is in the relay. We need to run a power wire all the way. Right? Or do we have to trigger another relay out here?
I don't know how the arc.
That's the arc.
Yeah, I don't know how that one does it.
Are you going to run it off temp or are you going to hit your temp? You're going to turn your fans on with the switch.
I got to figure out my outputs. If I have an output, I'll put it on the Holly. If I don't have an output, then I'll put it on a switch.
That's right. Terminator, you got 4.
Yeah.
Oh, take a look at the panel, the electrical panel.
Oh, yeah.
In the interior.
Dad did a bang-up job on this. We'll see once we actually get all the wires hooked to it, how clean we can keep it.
It'll still be clean.
But that's the idea. And then it's on these big, way too heavy than they need to be roll bar clamps. But we'll be able to rotate it back when I put a dash in it. And then when we're working on it, we can rotate it forward.
Yeah.
So we don't have to crawl up under the dash. Like
Dude, that's slick.
Like
you wanted it mounted direct. I want it on the mount so we could roll it. You are going to fall in love with rolling that panel out of the dash.
I just wish the clamps weren't 10 pounds a piece.
They're not. Look, they don't. Oh my gosh.
Put them on the scale.
That does not weigh 10 pounds.
I don't know. That's pretty dang hefty for a little.
It is not. It's a light bar. It holds a light. Where's our scale?
I don't know.
Dude, that thing weighs.
Our scale probably ain't gonna read it.
6 ounces. It'll do ounces. It'll do grams.
See? It's half a
6
pound.
ounces.
It's half a pound.
Okay, it's going up to.
See? It's half a pound. Half a pound. Yeah, take it off.
It's 7 ounces.
It's fine. It is what it is.
It's bouncing between 6 and 7 ounces.
I cut enough out of the car. I guess I can make it up for it with some. The only reason it's this is because it's budget. If it wasn't budget, I would be buying better clamps.
You could grind better. These are nice. Better. I donated them to the project.
You did donate them.
I personally bought these. This wasn't DadRod or anything.
Then I'm gonna have to add them to the budget.
We could port them.
They do need.
We could take some.
They need holes.
We could reduce.
They need cheese.
Weight reduction.
Yes.
So there you go.
Okay.
Your 6 ounce clamp we could turn into 3.
If you can do that, you can use them.
Fine. I'm not gonna help no more.
I got the oil pan drain welded up. Teaching myself aluminum
Tigging.
tigging. And so I got to do, well, I might just run the adapter. I think we have an adapter laying around for a dash 10. For that, I'll have to weld a bung on the top of this guy for the catch can. I don't know where the catch can's going to go, to be honest with you, because I'm going to have regulator and a bunch of fuel crap over here. But yeah.
It needs a puke tank in the back.
It really needs a puke tank in the back.
Puke tank in the back, dude.
But
hate to tell you,
I don't have the budget for it.
I know why you're not doing it right now.
It's gonna get it, but I'm out of budget. I got like $300, $400 left to budget.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay.
And I got to order a belt, so that'll be 40 or 50 bucks.
When you're done yakking, I need a list of what we need to create a pinout diagram so we can start wiring.
All right.
So I need a list in my notepad.
Because we're gonna have what? What do we got here? We got the arc panel that I bought used there, and then the arc panel controls this via this little ribbon cable, and then I bought this. This was like $120, $110. It's a 12 button board essentially, light up board. I'm gonna use it to control all my lighting. Yeah, I'm rambling a little bit, I know. But it'll run flashers. It has a toggle, it has momentary, and all these buttons are programmable. And then they have stickers. So my turn signals will be on here, my hazards will be on here, my headlights will be on here, brights will be on here, etc. So that's going to be really sweet. So that's going to be a little lighting panel. I think I'm going to mount it down by the shifter, next to the shifter. So lighting will be down by the shifter, and then the arc panel will be all the engine crap, fans, ignition, etc. So, all right, we'll figure out the pinout and all the wires we need to make or run, and go from there. Talk about fitting a bunch of crap in the front of this thing. Holy. Check it out. Progress we've made. So figuring out air to water lines. I think I'm going to run them on top of the intake right there. I'll grommet that hole. I need a 90 to go into this. That one's good. Clears the fender because I had it on when I was mocking that up to make sure it would. Cold side's on. Mechanical barely fits in there. Fuel filter is mounted over here. I'm gonna feed, I think I need to get another 45 here or a 90. And then I'm gonna feed this into the back of the rails. Back of the rails will come forward. This rail will come over here, hit the regulator. And then the return is gonna run something like that, go back under there and probably come up through here. And I don't know, I gotta figure out how to get it from over here over to here. So yeah, it's coming together. Made a bunch of progress today. I'm pumped. It's looking freaking good. I showed you that, and then Dad worked on figuring out where to mount this. So he had to make 3 different length feet to make it somewhat level. That was able to be rib nutted. So that needs welded, that needs welded, that needs welded. I got this brass line here. So we're gonna put that right in there. And it's gonna go right like that. Then I'll have a valve so I can drain it. So that's gonna work good. Air compressor, I'm gonna weld a couple 1/4-inch bolts down to the frame there. Set the tank on top of that, and that'll hold that. And then I'm gonna make a battery hold down with a 1/2-inch strap bent on the corners so I can miss this right here. I will eventually go to a gel or an AGM because having a liquid battery will not be legal for NHRA standards, but that's just temporary. But yeah, car's coming together. Now we're starting to get into the tedious parts that take a bunch of time, but it is coming together. Coming together quick. Been parts collecting now for 4 or 5 months with this idea in mind. It sure looks like it's coming together. I am pumped. Big old 94 millimeter. Shee! Hopefully the converter that's going in this thing is going to be loose enough. The big push of seeing a bunch of parts go on the car is here, and it's underway, and I cannot freaking wait. Hopefully we're only like a month or so away from getting this thing fired up and taking it to the track and seeing if we really can go 4s for 14. That's 4s in the 8th for 14 grand. Today on DadRod Garage, we are finally weighing the Fairmont. I got to figure out what rate rear springs to order for this thing. So we have to know how much rear weight it has. Jake's here helping out a little bit.
What's up?
And so we're finally going to set this thing on the race ramps on top of the scales and see what she's coming down to. This should be 95% full weight for this thing. Oh, I got to throw the hood on it real quick. But everything's there. The only thing we're missing is me, the driver, door panels if and when I decide to put on them, and fluids. What else? Converter, yes. And we got to add weight for the converter because we didn't throw that in. The transmission's just mocked up right now. So transmission fluid, oil, and some air, water, ice, and fuel. Those are the only things that's missing. I've got the parachute sitting on it. I got the rear bumper sitting on it because I got to remake that for the parachute mount. I'll probably add a few pounds there. So we'll throw, I mean, if I throw 100 pounds at this thing just in wiring, converter, and fluid, 150 pounds figure, and that'll be fine. That'll get us in the ballpark. So we're about to find out. Let me throw the hood on it and we'll get the front scales under it and we'll find out. Oh, I'm nervous. Where's the thing? Oh.
Dude, there ain't no flipping way. There's no way. Dude, this car's gonna be under 200.
I hope that's right. How do I, what percentage on the nose is that?
So you're 46.
25 plus 31. What is that, 56?
30. Yeah.
You were a math guy. Yeah, because that's 40.
That's 56.
That's 44 on the nose. So 56 on the nose. Holy crap. Okay, that's no fluid though. That's no fuel.
You're not in the car.
I'm not in the car, so I can get in the car. And I forgot the hood. So I'll throw the hood on it and I'll get in the car. All right, so I just threw the hood on it, which I still need to skin. So I'll probably be able to pull 10 pounds out of that. But we threw the coilovers in the back because I just have some square stock holding up the car to figure out the weights for now because I need rear springs. That only added 30 pounds.
Because it was 94 or 92, so it added 32 pounds.
Wow.
I bet you she'll sit under 2,600 with you in it.
Dude, that would be insane. Under 2,600 race ready?
I would say so. It might even be 2,500.
It's still got factory front brakes.
Yeah, you'll lose.
And all glass.
Yeah.
Holy crap. All right, let me sit in it. I don't know. She gained 170 pounds, so it's going to be 2,400.
It might be lighter than you think.
What did it add?
2367.
It only added 130 pounds. That ain't right.
Well, no, it was 2294.
It was 2225.
Or 2224. So
Yeah.
it had 140 pounds. That's
Yeah, I'm heavier than that.
Out?
No, that'll reset it.
No.
And I'll let me out. I gotta fix the door handle. Oh, I lost my shoe. This 4-door ain't easy to get in and out.
Yeah, 100.
All right, we reset the scales. It's reading like 60 pounds heavier now with me in it, so it's way more accurate. We just flipped the scales around, so they're backwards right now when we reset them. But I gotta add.
It's definitely that duct tape.
Yeah, the duct tape. We gotta add the parachute mount, the windshield, the converter, and fluids. And I figure there's no reason any of that should be more than 200 pounds. Plus wiring.
You could gain 250 and still be at 2,700.
Yeah, I could gain 250 and still be under my goal of 2,700 race weight. So I'm freaking ecstatic, man. 4-door, all glass Fairmont, baby.
Can't compete with this.
And then eventually it'll get an additional 50 pounds in door panels and dash.
True.
But
how much do you think your outfit weighs? 10 pounds?
Oh, not even. It should. It should weigh 5-6 pounds, but
helmet and
I only have
jacket.
1 and 3 layer stuff right now. I need 5.
Yeah.
Dude. Frick yes. It made all the cutting and the blood and the sharp edges worth it.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
Oh my god. So many blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, cutting it.
I always knew you'd go to the dark side. You'd switch over to
I did.
Ford.
I did go Ford.
You had to go Ford to win races.
Had to go light. Had to go Ford to get light without spending 20 grand on carbon fiber panels.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm freaking pumped. This thing, it should easily be 2,700 pounds with me in it, race ready to go with fluids. So I'm excited, man. I'm losing 700 pounds from my Camaro. The stock bottom end's gonna fly. It was 700 pounds less and be way happier. Can't wait to get this thing going. A lot of little wiring and TLC to go yet. But that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.